What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. Oh man, crypto is dumping and commodities are pumping. What is going on in the clown world? Let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into the chart.
You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex.
Bitcoin on the weekly chart, we do have a nasty inverse hammer right here. Now this is supposed to be a bullish reversal candle, but that is one gnarly wick. It looks like it tested the weekly downtrend and it rejected, and not only that, it rejected hard. Right now we are holding the 89 exponential moving average, still higher low, tightening range. Next stop on the weekly chart is going to be about 31k. I think we really have to hold this range right here, or as BitBoy Crypto says, we're officially in a bear market.
The market looks so dry and slow today. I don't think I should be trading today. I will just chill today as well.
Bitcoin daily chart, same thing, down on the day. Next stop is about 36.6. Is anybody else sick of this Ukraine war thing? Now, Putin has some demands to halt hostilities in Ukraine. The Kremlin announced that Ukraine must not join NATO or the EU. They must recognize Crimea as a part of Russia, and they must recognize Eastern separatist regions as independent. And how many of you think that's going to happen with the bloodthirsty NATO, heavy-handed sanctions, corporate virtue signaling sanctions, and a coked up former comedian that's President Vladimir Zelensky?
Il y a pas mal de choses qui ont été discutées. Donc, je vous dis tout de suite, avec Madame Merkel, nous n'avons pas pu, nous avons eu l'occasion de discuter, disons, la thématique après de l'OTAN. Non.
We don't want this war. We just want to go back to shitcoining and moon, but things are escalating. The Russian diplomats have been escorted out of their embassy, and in Dublin, somebody reversed a truck through the embassy gate because TV said bad. Now there's a tiny little bit of bullish divergence, which is a little bit of hopium, but it's only on the 4-hour chart, which basically means nothing. I mean, we're literally dumping as I'm making this video, but I am very keen on the divergences. It is a leading indicator, and I ended up actually selling 65k. There was nasty, disgusting bearish divergence. I mean, look at the relative strength here compared to this all-time high versus the previous high. But I ended up selling like right around here or something, because it ended up pumping still and everyone was laughing at me. But yeah, that is some hideous bearish divergence. But on the 4-hour, maybe not so much. More or less, I'm kind of concerned about what's going on with the world. Crypto is a risk-off asset, and there have been multiple reports of NATO convoys in the Bosnia area. And I think things need to cool down around the world before we can go back up. And I see a lot of awkward protests and also nationalist marches that concern me.
Героям слава! Слава нації! Смерть!
The one thing that is going up is commodities, and usually that's what happens right before a recession. Gold breaks out above 2,000. We got nickel up 30%. Oil is at 2008 highs. We are going to have like $7 a gallon gas coming up. So I am happy I still have my Tesla Model S performance to cruise around in, but we are going into some dark times because the supply systems are already strained from COVID, and now we have these sanctions. Russia is a massive raw material exporter. It's going to hurt absolutely everybody. But one thing I gotta say is, do you remember the Richard Hart and Peter Schiff debate?
I got good news for you. Just because gold is a terrible investment, I may even own more than Peter with my $250,000 gold watch, my gold trinkets. I understand what gold is supposed to be used for. So gold that he doesn't even believe in enough to own more than 5 or 10%, or recommend anyone own more than 5 or 10%, is backed 50% by people flexing and looking silly. I look silly on purpose, right? So, I mean, you want to see the hex chart? Want to see what the hex chart looks like?
Well, here's the hex chart. Gold is pumping. It's a safe haven, risk-off asset, and hex is dumping to the moon. Reverse moon. Man. That didn't age well. Hex on the weekly chart. One thing I did notice, Hex is young, but finally it does have the 89 exponential moving average on the weekly chart. It is just popping up. We could find some support here. That is at about 10 cents. That's the number that we have been talking about for Hex. Hex on the daily chart is looking like a free fall. We are diverging from the 21 exponential moving average quite bad. Maybe we could have a little bit of a pump, but there is a lot of resistance right here at this line at about 12.3 cents. If we can take that out, maybe we can finally test this daily downtrend. Until then, we are in a free fall in Hex.
Every one of us were called scammers. Every one of us were told that we were going to go to zero, that we were going to be broke plebs, that we were going to be poor because we put our fucking money in the wrong thing.
Guys, I am a real life AA lobby Hexican. I hope Hex goes up. I have plenty of Hex stakes. I just like to laugh, okay? And you know what else is not that funny? Phantom on the daily chart. Phantom is absolutely cratering, and I do have some HODL long-term positions in Phantom that I did not get out of, and that part of my portfolio is hurting. And mainly it's dumping because Andrew Kranya announced that he is leaving and shutting down a bunch of his projects, including Solidly, which was going to be supposed to be one of the greatest and latest things that's coming to Phantom. Brought a lot of money into Phantom, brought a lot of people into Phantom, and his cronies are leaving Phantom, and a lot of the projects are hurting. I got into Solidly. I was staking, or I was providing liquidity for a Boo X Boo pair, and I was on there for like 3 days, did not get any rewards, so I just got out of it. I'm glad I got out of it before it all happened, but I am still hurting in my Phantom bags, but whatever. I still believe in Phantom. I'm still a holder of Phantom and stuff. So like I said, those are long-term HODL bags. You never know when this thing is going to reverse. I took my profits, you know, and I'm happy driving around in my R8, chilling, about to go travel again. So I'm bummed. And a lot of people are talking that there was SEC letters going out. Okay, so there's a lot of SEC letters going out to projects right now. Crypto is a little bit under attack there, so I think he might have got a letter and is shutting everything down, smashing hard drives. I don't know what he's doing, but he is gone, and it's hurting Phantom.
This trading isn't meant for me. The game is rigged. I feel so dumb and stupid right now. I should have just closed the trade when I was in such a good profit. Why do I always get greedy and end up losing so much?
Well, all right, guys, let's talk about MRI. That's Marshall Rogan Inu. This is a coin that's based on Joe Rogan's dog, all right? And they do cool things like sponsor fighters and put them through camps and things like that. In return, you know, they just shield during the UFC events. Now, I missed this thing. I actually got a signal on this from a buddy to get in here, and I missed it. I was like, man, what? Talking about Joe Rogan's dog here? Come on. But it pumped. It like 10x'd. It went crazy. I missed it. But so I was thinking about where's a good entry to MRI if I wanted to get into it. Well, last weekend they had a big UFC event, and that was the big hype. Remember Dogecoin and Saturday Night Live?
The point is that Dogecoin was invented as a joke, as essentially to make fun of cryptocurrency, and that's why I think there's like an argument like fate loves irony. Like the most entertaining outcome is the most, like, what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right? Wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
That's basically what was going on there. So I thought, well, it's probably going to dump after that. And then it did have its pump going into the weekend. And a lot of people got super confused and ended up buying MIR that's on Coinbase instead of MRI. And now it's having a bit of a tumble. Where would be a good, I would say right here at about 7 cents. I think that would be a good entry for risk reward. Like, is this coin gonna last, or was that it? Was that its hype moment, like going to the UFC? Was that it? You know, like, I don't know. The community on this coin looks pretty strong. Like I said, I have HODL, ride or die, go off the cliff bags. So I have a bunch of ETH laying around. You know, I might get in here at about 7 if it comes down here, you know, otherwise, I don't know. I think it's super high risk. It might have already played out. I don't know. Tell me what you think about MRI in the comments below. Anyways, guys, that'll be about it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, join the wolf pack, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.